You suddenly decide to start thinking of losing weight. You decide to go in front of the mirror only to find out that you look puffy and fat. So by the second day you find yourself doing registration in the gym, and you find yourself doing all these hard-working workouts day by day, and you are motivated to do that more and more, only to find out after a few days that you still look puffy and fat and nothing have changed. One more day you find yourself eating burger and fried chicken again after you have pushed yourself to do all these healthy food eatings. Does that sound familiar to you? So what's the difference between self-discipline and motivation? People usually mix between these two words. Self-discipline is following your action regardless of how you feel. You live your life by design rather than by default. The ability to follow your thoughts rather than following or chasing your feelings. Motivation means you have desire to do something. Self-discipline means you do that thing regardless of how you feel about it. Self-discipline creates a baseline for you to continue doing your actions regardless of how you feel. Now let's talk about how we can improve our self-discipline. First point, focus on your identity. Instead of focusing on the outer materialistic goal, focus more on your identity towards your goal. On the book Atomic Habits, the author have mentioned something very interesting about the identity shift. Example of that, two smokers have been resisting cigarette. The first one said, "I'm sorry, I don't want to smoke anymore." Even though it sounds like a reasonable response, though, in this statement, this person wants to change the behavior while maintaining the same belief. While the second person said, "I'm sorry, I am not a smoker anymore," which means this person is trying to change the identity, which means that smoking is a former life for this person, not the current one. The point here, when you pre-identify yourself with identity, you will find yourself acting on alignment with that identity. Strategy number 2, always remind yourself on why you need to be disciplined on the first place. There's very interesting story about the actor Jim Carrey. You know, Jim Carrey, that time, that when he was impoverished actor on that period of time, he wrote a check of $10 million reminding himself about that. He dated it with 10 years from that period of time, and he put that on a napkin on his wallet. He was like reminding himself from time to time. Whenever he works hard and he starts to find struggles, he will take that napkin and read it again and remind himself on why he needs to be disciplined on the first place. Strategy number 3, find ways to embrace discomfort. Embrace the resistance toward your goal. Example of that, when you go for the gym, usually you will need to overcome some resistance to get onto your goal. This resistance have big impact on shaping your body and on shaping your character. So you do your best to embrace this resistance toward making you more disciplined person. And the other example, waking up early in the morning at 5 a.m. and embracing healthy morning routine, like having a cold shower or early morning workouts. At the beginning, that might feel painful to you. Beginning, you will feel it is really painful to seek this kind of morning routine. Though with time, when you commit to it for longer period of time, you will start to find the result of having healthy life, and it will be more apparent. Strategy number 4, embrace mindfulness meditation. Mindfulness meditation is the intentional, non-judgmental self-awareness of the present moment. It can improve the brain function in regard of memory, learning, and attention and self-awareness. It can calm down the sympathetic nervous system. It can decrease the emotional reactivity like stress and anxiety and depression. As far as you have been watching the video since the beginning, you might think like you want more of self-growth motivational videos. In that case, it wouldn't hurt if you like, subscribe, and share this video. And thank you all for watching.